Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuety Lab, your go-to place for mastering CAD design and engineering tools. This is part 4 of our CATIA V5 beginner tutorial series. In the last video we learned how about constraining sketches using geometric and dimensional constraints. In today's video we shall put the knowledge into practice with a few hands-on sketcher exercise to help you gain confidence and precision. Let's begin by creating a new part. Start mechanical design, part design, and give the name as sketcher exercise. Press OK. Select the XY plane, select the sketcher tool, and now we are into the sketcher workbench. In today's class we will create a rectangle with centered circle. The first exercise will be. So let's create a rectangle, and I will do this with reference to the origin of our sketcher workbench. This will be the origin, and this is our horizontal axis, x axis, and this is our vertical axis, y axis. So let's start. This is rectangle I have created. Let's give dimension to this rectangle. First of all, this dimension, this would be 50. Let's give dimension to the horizontal line, and this will be 100. So my rectangle is not centered, so I have to give symmetry to both horizontal lines and for the vertical lines. So first of all, select the horizontal lines, line 1, line 2, and the horizontal axis. Select the constraint dialog box and symmetry. Now my horizontal lines are symmetry. Let's do for same for the vertical lines as well. Select the vertical line 1, vertical line 2, select the vertical axis, click on the constraint dialog box and click on symmetry. Now my rectangle is symmetric in both the ways. Now I will create a circle in the center of this rectangle. This will be my origin and center point of the circle. Now give dimension to this circle. I will give the radius as 20 mm. Okay, now you can see my sketch is fully constrained with a rectangle and a centered circle. Now we will create another drawing. Next exercise is to create this drawing. For this drawing we have to select the origin of this drawing first. Every time we create a sketch or a 3D model, we need a origin so that our drawing will be created in a symmetric way. So this one here in this drawing, I will select this point as my origin, center point of 54, dia 54. Here from here you can see dia 94 also have the same center point. This radius 100 also have the same center point. So I will select this one as a center point of my whole drawing or origin of my whole drawing. So this we will create first this circle of diameter 54 and circle of diameter 94. Let's create circle 1. Give dimension to the circle. This is 54. Circle 2. Give dimension to the circle 2 this will be 90. Double click on the diameter, 94, and select here the diameter. Okay. Next one will be the diameter of this pitch circle diameter for 6 hole diameter 12. This will be 74. Let's create a circle of diameter 74, and this, as this is a construction element, so I will make this line as construction element. This is it, construction element. Now deselect the construction element and create two axis line. One is here, another one is here for the y axis, and create a circle of diameter 12 mm. So give dimension to this circle. The diameter will be 12 mm. We will use the command rotate to create the 6 number of circle in this diameter. Click on rotate command. Number of instances we need 5. So this will create 6 number of circle. Select the origin, select the radius, and give the angle value. This will be 360 by 6 equal to 60. Now there are 6 number of circle created. Let's, as this is of 60 degree, but we don't have any angle here, so to give angle to this circles, we need a axis from this point to the center point, another one from this point to the center point. This way give this one to all. So that we can give angular dimension. Now give the angular dimension here. To everyone. This will not required. Now this point should be coincidence in this circle. Let's make it by clicking this point and the circle and the constraint dialog box and coincidence. Now you can see this is converting to fully constant. Do the same for the others as well. This point, the circle by control key and the coincidence. Now all the holes are fully constrained. Let's go and check what to create next. The two elongated hole. For this one, let's go to the sketcher workbench, select the cylindrical elongated hole, select the origin, select the radius and create the elongated hole and give thickness. This is for one. Do the same for the another one. Select the origin, select the radius, select the length of the cylindrical hole and give the thickness. Now we have two cylindrical hole created. Let's go and check what the dimension are given. This is 30 degree apart from the center line. Okay, and this will be 100, radius 100. Let's go. First of all, give radius to 100 mm. Okay. Now create a axis line from here to here, here to here, and the angle for this one will be 30 degree. Okay, as these 2 points are not coincident, so make it coincident by selecting both the points using the control key and constraint dialog box and coincidence. Okay, in the same way, as these two have same angle 30 degree, we can make it as symmetric as well. So select this line, select this line, and select the y-axis, go to the constraint dialog box and select the symmetry. Now you can see my sketch is symmetric. Do the constant, the coincident constant here. Yeah, and also we have this radius will be 23 and this will be 12. Let's modify this radius. This will be 23 by double clicking on the dimension, and radius 23. This will be 12. Double click on the dimension and change the dimension to 12. Now my elongated hole is created. Next one is create these two lines. This is having 36 mm apart from each other. So from the center this will be 18 mm. So create two lines. First line and another line, and also we know that these two lines are symmetric to this center line. So let's make symmetric first. Click on the first line, click on the second line, click on the center axis and constraint dialog box, symmetry. Now give dimension to this. This will be 36. So this is 36. This is created, and what's left? We have radius of 10 here and 9 here. So give the radius. This will be created using the command fillet. So select the fillet, select the line, select this one, and now you can see. Also we have another difficulty here. We have that this line is deleted or trimmed. For that, what to do? Let's make it undo first. In drawing, this line is available, but in our sketch this is trimmed. For that, what to do? Let's go to corner, and here you can see first element trim. Means if we choose this one and select this one as a first element and the second element and give radius, now you can see our first element is trimmed but the second element is not trimmed, and here the radius will be 9. Okay, let's do the same for this one as well. Also this first element trim option we have select this one, the first element, this is the second element, give the radius and give it to 9 mm. Let's check. Yeah, this is radius 9. We need to create radius 10 in these 2 points. Let's go and select the trim first element, the second element, and the radius will be 10. first element and second element. Radius will be 10 mm. Now you can see our sketch is complete with fully constrained everywhere. So that's for today's session on Sketcher. We practice rectangle, circle, center rectangle, hole, and different holes with the command rotate and the Sketcher workbench. This will, you can practice different drawings. If you don't have the drawings, then comment me. I will provide you different drawings so that you can practice, and also I will create different drawing Sketcher videos and I will upload to YouTube. You can go through that, and in the next video we shall start converting these sketches into 3D models using Part Workbench. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Enginuety Lab for more CATIA V5 lessons. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.